Welcome to the Daily Fantasy 5 for today, Monday, March 4th. We give you the 5 things you need to know today in the world of fantasy sports. As always, we are brought to you by www.mathradio.com, where you can pick up a math course for your child between the ages of 7 and 17. Help them get better grades in class, get higher test scores, and even get into college. Go to www.mathradio.com. All right, we have 5 stories for you today. We have baseball, basketball, football, and we're even going to give you a FanDuel lineup for tonight, Monday, March 4th, So our first story comes from the NBA. I want to talk about DJ Augustin from the Orlando Magic. So he was able to play 30 minutes last night despite his ankle sprain. He came back from that. He might not be the sexiest point guard in the world, but he is stable. He is a good player. He typically averages about 15 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists every night, and that is good production for a modest price going forward. I like DJ Augustin, especially if he's back from that ankle injury. Moving to the NFL for story number 2, Nick Foles is expected to sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars next week. So what does this mean? Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback situation can't get much worse from the disaster they had last year. However, Nick Foles really wasn't that great in 2018. In his last 5 games, including the playoffs, he only had 1 game where he threw for over 300 yards, and he threw for at least 1 interception in all 5 of those games. So I'm not sure how much value Nick Foles really brings to the table. With that being said, let's move over to the MLB spring training extravaganza. So we have 3 stories from baseball today. First off, we're going to start in LA, and we're going to talk about Kenley Jansen. So he is the closer. He's been great for the Dodgers. However, we are hearing that his fastball velocity is not where he wants it to be yet. Now, he says he is not concerned. Whenever I hear velocity is down, I think about Adam Wainwright and how he never really recovered once they started saying his fastball velocity was down. So it makes me nervous. He's talking about how he lost 20 pounds this off season. I don't really care. If I hear your fastball velocity is down, I'm going to be nervous, and I'm going to stay away from Kenley Jansen. So let's move on to Troy Tulowitzki. He had, 2 home runs so far in the spring training. He's playing for the Yankees now, and he hit a home run off the Blue Jays the other day. So he's being drafted outside of the top 250 right now in standard leagues. I think he is worth a risk earlier than that. He's worth a roster spot. If he can put it together and stay on the field, he's a significant chance for a top 50 finish in fantasy sports because he can do it all if, it's a big if, he can stay on the field, especially in that Yankees lineup. And our last story today is Fernando Tatis Jr. of the San Diego Padres. He is the number 2 prospect in all of baseball, and it sounds like they are going to keep him in the minors. The 20-year-old shortstop is tearing it up this spring with a couple home runs, some RBIs, but it sounds like they are not going to have him on the Major League squad at the start of the year. He could be a call-up later in the season. So be aware, Fernando Tatis Jr. probably won't start the season with the Padres. All right, so let's move on, and we are going to give you a little bonus material today where we set up a FanDuel lineup for daily fantasy basketball. So in FanDuel, you have to start 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards, 2 small forwards, 2 power forwards, and a center. If you're here, you probably already know that. Sorry about that. Anyway, who do I like tonight? At point guard, I'm starting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for 4,300 and Goran Dragic for 5,300. Now, you need to make sure that Dragic is going to play, all right? You have to check your lineups, the 30 minutes before these games tip off because he is a game-time decision. But if he plays, 5,300 is a great value, especially against Atlanta. All right, at shooting guard, I'm going with Luka Doncic. I'm spending some money there, along with Buddy Hield. I love anybody going against the Knicks, and Buddy Hield should have a nice game for the Kings against the Knicks, a game Sacramento really needs to win. And Dallas is playing at Brooklyn. Brooklyn not putting up much defense either, and I think Luka is the stud of my lineup tonight. A risky play tonight is Nikola Mirotic. He is playing at Phoenix, another team that doesn't play a lot of defense. I think they're going to try to really work him into the lineup. They haven't seen much success out of Nikola as of yet since the trade, so tonight might be a good matchup to get Mirotic going. If we continue on, I was surprised to see Josh Richardson of the Miami Heat only for 6,900 against Atlanta tonight. So Atlanta not known for their defense. Richardson's been having a great breakout season this year. At 6,900, I think he is a good value. Moving on to power forward, I'm starting Kyle Kuzma. He had a nice rating on Roto Grinders, and at $7,000, I think he's worth a shot. Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers has been killing it. Going against that Lakers team we just mentioned for 7,200, I think I'm starting both power forwards in the LA matchup this evening. And the, I think, number 2 player on Roto Grinders rankings today was Willie Cauley-Stein of the Sacramento Kings going against the Knicks. You know I like starting players against the Knicks, and he has been killing it lately. At 6,100, I think that is a steal. I'm pretty sure he's going to get at least 30 fantasy points this evening. So we'll see how our team does tonight, and we will see you back here tomorrow for the 5 things you need to know in the world of daily fantasy sports. All right, remember to check out www.mathradio.com to grab a math course to help out your child and get better grades, see test scores rise, and even get into college. All right, www.mathradio.com. We will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.